Now the pre-installation part is completed. So now I'm reboot the machine and press the enter. It goes to the restart and it is reboot the machine. The further post configuration RHEL, so it is going to restart the machine. Check all the components are running well or not. See here, SDF A hard disk is well. It check all the components. Okay, it is okay. Setting a clock is okay. Now starting the machine. And place Alt D to look up the view each and every component. My host name is rack, see here, and esxi target is okay. Now starting the chain. Okay, now this is the post installation and the RHA. Now press the forward key, forward, and accept the agreement. Then I disable the firewall, then forward yes, then I disable the SE Linux. It is for the security enhancement. Yes, and don't enable the kdump. Then clock is okay, then forward. Yes, no, I will register later and press okay. No, no thanks, I will connect later. Forward, and do not create any user here, so I'm going to forward this window. Now forward, continue. So next last step is forward, then finish. Okay, this is going to restart the machine. I'm on guest OS. Now we are going to install the VMWare tool for the further effects, all the effects, and in guest OS we can install the VMware tool. Now our Red Hat Enterprise Linux 5 is ready to do the installation. We can log into the root user, root and password. It's okay. Now this is the first look of am going to install VMware tool. Now IP address 1.0.1.1, and there you go, network configuration assistance. Okay, that's it. Now copy the VMware tool. There it is, VMware tool. VM. Searching for the host. Okay, it is now to find out the host. Connecting to host. Another way to connect. Disconnect the storage. Okay, it is okay. VMware is working. Second method is here you can choose the local disk image where it is ISO VMware. Now VMware tool. See, okay. Now copy this VMware zip file, the desktop. So it is copied. Now I'm go to the desktop as well as this is the VMware tool. Now I'm tar. Use the tar command for the extract the zip file xvf. Now file name, that's it, and press the enter. Yes, extracting the VMware tool components. I'm going to see here VMware folder, tool folder is created. Now I am going to take this folder VMware tool. Now ls, this is the component which we install. Now /vm VMware install pl. Now I press the enter, asking for in which directly you want to install. This is and that take a user /bin. Now I press the enter. Okay, that is location is okay. Contains the init directory /etc rc.d. That's it. Then contains the init script in the init.d. It is okay. Then daemon file, it is sbin. Okay. Now in user lib VMware, it is a directory, library directory where we install the VMware tool. Now I press OK. Then S. Now it is program is going to create a parent directory. Yes, and install the documentation file in this location. Now I press S. Now I press again S. Now S is initializing the tool. This is the first time. Yes, and here press no. No, no. tool and VMware zip file. That's it. And close this. Also Putty is working on that. Now I load the rack 1, load. What is the IP address? 1.0.1.1. Now I just open this. See, you can see later this Putty session. Now in VMware tool I press the enter, again enter, again enter, and not enable the VMware automatic kernel module. And press the 3 lookup window and press the enter. Desktop on this paper effect. This creating the new desktops, boot image for the kernel. VMware tool installation is completed. Now I exit from here. Stop and remove all the, this is no longer to need, so that's why I am removing all the components of the VMware tool. Now and eject, also eject VMware tool disk. Now I eject this. Now I log out from the loop because of further display effect is after the logout is taken, so that's why I log out the root. This is the my window. Now I am closing to the root also, right? And it's coming back. Okay. Now I will connect. The stored image is the RHEL. Now because we need to install some RPMs, so that's why I connect to the RHEL. See here I open the terminal. I have config. My IP address is 192.168.9.1. It is not need, so that's only we need this IP address and this IP address. This is a public and private. It is a public IP address, and 1.0.1.1 this series is the private IP address for the rack installation. So thank you for watching this video, and next video we're going to prepare the node and all this component. We can install some RPM, some further kernel components we can install in the next part. So thank you for the watching my video.